right, we got every edge rusher's 40-yard dash. Let's check this out.
Scouting combine.
Let me turn this shit down.
Defensive.
This is one. This is one of the position groups I was very excited to see at the combine, bro.
166 split and a 4.85.
I'm excited to see my boy Cassius Howell runs.
Solid,
you know what I'm saying?
First run there.
David Bailey.
Jeremiah's top 50 prospects as Aaron Glenn looks on.
I feel like denied Dennis Sutton might have a
Mendoza
40 time. Keep it a buck.
Jeremiah Love, who we'll also see on Saturday here on NFL Network, the running back from Notre Dame 2. And then number 3 is David Bailey.
David Bailey. He might go number 2 overall, bro.
4.162 is the split.
Damn, 4.51.
Bailey, that is a box.
He could definitely go faster. I ain't like he could possibly run the
top guys 4.55. He went right underneath that, and I think he didn't have a total clean start either. I think he can go faster and potentially get into the 4.4s.
We'll see for his second time, but
that little stumble initially there, and then he got out and rolled.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can easily see him going number 2 overall, bro. I know it's been like talks of maybe Bain or Arvell Reese. He been getting a lot of love here lately, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So
on your list,
we might most definitely see him going number 2 overall, especially if he somehow runs a 4.4.
All in the running for a top 10 pick, if not maybe second overall in this draft. Jaysean Barham.
He's a good player. He's running.
Terrific at Michigan.
4.65.
1.61 split, 4.65 40-yard dash.
When you watch him, you can see him close from the backside. He can really run. You saw it as evidence by that 4.65. They'll use him, kind of let him walk around and blitz from different entry points. And I thought he was really, really twitchy.
Is Peter Woods going to be a part of this group? No, he didn't get a clean start.
1.64 split. 4.64 40.
Really good time. So
he didn't get a clean start to that, bro.
Kids running fast 40s out here now.
I don't know. We'll find out if it's a James Franklin thing or a Penn State thing.
Yeah. All right. This is going to be a good one here.
Okay.
I'm ready for this one.
Let's see it happen.
Good start.
Yeah, he's rolling. Starting to stride it out a little bit.
4.7. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
He can run faster than that. We'll see what he does on the next one.
All right.
Mellow Height. I ain't gonna lie. Mellow Height is definitely a sleeper.
He plays hard.
Nice split.
4.64. Okay.
Him and Bailey coming off the edge with Lee Hunter inside. You start to realize why Texas Tech was in the college football playoff.
Facts. Oh, there's my boy.
Daniel Jeremiah's draft board at a combine. Running a 40 with a great split.
4.6. Okay, 4.6 flat. Not bad. Not bad.
He's another one that's going to be a part of the arm conversation. His arms are shorter than Ruben Baines, but you see him win with the speed and burst off the edge, and he never.
I know how much I fuck with my boy Cassius Howell, though, bro.
But again, part of the conversation. 4.6 flat. I think he can get below that here with his second run.
If we don't draft Jordan Tyson, I will for sure like to draft
Cassius overall.
Yeah, he's 6th overall, and then
he's your 3rd pass rusher. Tavius Hutchins.
It's a smooth and easy 4.74.
It sounded like he was leaking, bro. All that noise. Marvin Jones Jr.
All right, here we go. Nice split, nice time. 4.74. Let's take a break. We've got defensive ends running. All right, here's what you missed while we were in commercial break. Nigel E. Kelly.
I think that's the slowest time so far.
10 than 40, and you'd rather have the 10, so you take that.
And his teammate Malachi Lawrence.
He's a good player.
Damn, that nigga moving.
He's flying.
Okay, 4.53.
We got a fun comp. We'll get back to that one in a little bit. There's a fun
his
comp.
His get off was crazy right there.
He threatened Bailey right there. Max Llewellyn.
Okay, 4.85.
Solid.
Got Trey Moore next. That's the Texas nigga, right? Yeah. He's running like that. 4.55 though.
All right, so we're seeing some 4.
My boy LT up next.
Now some 4.6 sub 4.6s.
Roll
as
Tide.
we're back live. That's a fit.
It's a that was
LT gonna be a
asked,
steal in the draft.
Not a home run hire. He's a grand slam hire.
Why do you say that?
He is awesome. He's a technician in terms of how he builds defense. There's a 4.91 there for LT.
That's not bad.
But in terms of the scheme and preparing for opponents, off the charts. But to me, being around him with the Chargers, seeing him interact with players, the interpersonal communication.
I wouldn't mind him being a Raven. I ain't gonna lie.
This
TJ
new generation of player.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He was killing it at the Senior Bowl. If he comes around and just has a terrific combine, bro, he gonna start getting a lot of first round hype again, like he was at the beginning.
He's a little bit better on tape in 24 than 25.
Because he didn't really have that good of a year
South Carolina was awesome in the Senior Bowl. That's a great 10 split. That's awesome. That's great for him. That's a really good time for him.
If he has a great combine, he for sure gonna get a lot more first round hype.
You know, with TJ Parker, and you just mentioned DJ, better on tape in 24 than 25. Big finish, right, against South Carolina with the 3 sacks. How do you evaluate
Clemson was a mess in general last year.
As a person evaluating a player, how much do you lean on 24 versus 25? Where do you give the edge?
Be a nice compliment to Khalil Shakir and those tight ends.
26th overall, the Bills draft.
He's running.
Riger with a nice split, and then a 4.79, sub 4.840.
R. Mason
Thomas came in at 212 pounds.
R. Mason Thomas could be a very interesting player.
He's built himself up. He's built his body up.
Damn!
He's built up as a player. They lost
4.67. Like he was moving faster than that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yard mark there, but a really solid.
That's still a good time, though.
4.67. I went back and was watching some of his stuff from 24 and wanted to see that. And man, he in the LSU game, he got after Will Campbell pretty good in that game.
Oh God.
14 and a half sacks, 2 sacks in the Senior Bowl.
He's rolling. 4.74. Charles.
Not bad.
Wesley Williams is a good player.
Yeah, so
nice
Peter Woods not competing at all at the combine.
Another one had a nice All-Star game. The
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. We need to start doing this. They should honestly make it mandatory for players to participate in the combine. Cause I'm sick of every year, bro. Superstar or star-studded players, bro. They just continue to just wait to their pro day. Make it mandatory for them to participate in the combine, bro. Real shit.
Safety.
Cause a lot of people be waiting for these players to compete. Like Travis Hunter last year, everybody was waiting for him. He didn't participate. He participated in his pro day. Make it mandatory for these players, bro. Tired of this shit.
Long stride.
4.85.
That's what he is.
Daniel Jeremiah's overall draft.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he might run a 4.4 right here.
Mendoza 1, Jeremiah.
If he runs a 4.4 right here, it's probably solidified him going number 2 overall.
Is the guy on your screen. From Irvine, California, by way of Texas Tech. And Stanford.
Looked like a better start.
Okay.
Wow, that's surprising.
That's not bad though, but I feel like he might have pulled something.
I think he just needs to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy with that time. Nice to be not happy with a time that's that good. That's a great time.
And by the way, I mean, you want to comp out with somebody, Brian Burns.
That's not a bad comp,
to comp out with. Certainly, if you want to comp out with his compensation.
Dave Billy, he got the production, bro.
Here is the second run.
Dennis Sutton again.
Of denied Dennis Sutton.
Pretty much same time.
It's 2 terrific times.
Yeah, 2 really solid times.
I said terrific. You said really solid.
State really producing them edge rushers.
I think he's got faster to go to his pro day, Rich. I'm trying to put a little carrot out there for him.
4.66.
These gums, damn it. 4.66.
The fuck Rich Eisen just say? Mellow.
Height.
Same time.
Stays about even.
Fashes. He for sure can run faster than 4.6, bro.
4.6 flat is.
Damn, same exact time.
Flat runner.
It's good though.
Stacy.
Rich, Cassius was a fantastic baseball player, and he told me this week, if you ask any one of my folks, they'll probably tell you I was better at baseball than I am at football. And so I said, well, what did you play? Outfield anywhere. He used to pitch 2-seam fastball, his best pitch, big time home run hitter, but he had to stop obviously. when he was around 13 to play football. Favorite player, Johnny Cueto, Royals World Series 2015. Remember, he grew up in Kansas City.
Sure. Okay. Here we go. By the way,
this nigga sound like a gas leak when he running, bro.
Howell is tied for the unofficial
Real
best
shit.
10-yard split.
4.76 is not bad.
You're looking for too. You're looking for that.
1,000%, way more important.
Hey, Akeem Mesidor and Ruben Bain, y'all need to suit up and start running too, bro. Real shit. Y'all sitting there just standing there. Y'all need to suit up. You know what I'm saying?
4.74 has been improved upon. 4.7 flat.
But the depth to me is kind of the secret sauce for why you guys are able to get all the way to the finish line. As you're at an event like this, not only guys you could be looking at the bottom of the first round, but really all throughout the draft. How important is it to build out the depth of your defensive front?
Well, the whole team, you know, and this is coming from John, but like how we, it's really not a 53 or a 46. It's a 70-man roster that we take into the season, and you know, at the right percentage. You know, so it's just, you want to be waves of defense, you know, and to be able to play that style, you
Slightly
need to
better
have
time.
Waves of D linemen, you know, to play that certain way. So. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to develop, and you're practicing those guys, and you know, like we're trying to train everybody all the time, and then when those guys finally get a crack to do it, you know, in real life, when we're rocking and rolling, it's cool to see them come to life. Yeah.
But how much easier does it make it on an evaluation when there's a match between when you see a guy moving around out here versus what you saw on the tape?
Yeah, totally. And the process is sped up too. You know, back in the day, you'd be sitting there.
Hey, bro, y'all doing a lot of yapping.
But now
shit.
Now we're rolling. Now you can compare guys in real time. This is like the last year you had guys. Yeah, so it's cool to see ones that I maybe attempted to recruit.
Slightly better time here,
man. I
man.
talked to the guys in the interviews. I was like, man, I screwed up the whole recruiting process. Like,
that's a little bit better.
4.87,
not bad,
I promise. Right. But maybe it didn't communicate that the greatest way when we were there. But you're happy for them. You know, like at that stage in their lives, you know, juniors in high school. You know, they got the whole life ahead of them, and to see what they do in college and be in this position is pretty cool.
Baltimore, now being the head coach for Seattle, that you saw at a combine, and you're like, okay, I need to do some more digging on this guy. You wind up drafting him, and off we go. Who is that?
Yeah, I mean,
the one that stands out.
We're rocking and rolling. We're in a great spot here. So
I have a feeling tomorrow night when we're talking about that defensive back group, Daniel, we're going to be like, who's the next Nick Emanwari, you know, because he was such a unicorn
probably
last year too, and we were watching him, you know, we were talking about him as well.
There's so few of those guys in the league. And when I do the Charger games, I see Derwin, on a weekly basis, and you look at Hamilton with the Ravens, as you know well. It's hard to find guys in that body type that can do all the things those guys are doing. Well, I want to ask you, Coach, is, we talk about pass rush. Now, how important is it these guys can also play the run to be able to play the coverage shells you want to play, having guys that can be stout? You're fortunate you've got guys that can do both, especially
Lucky slowed down at the end. What the fuck was that?
Guys can also play the run to be able to play the coverage shells you want to play, having guys that can be stout. You're fortunate.
Why did you slow down right there?
Got guys that can do both, especially on the interior. Those guys are rare.
Yeah, there's like you play shell, you're missing a guy in the box, and so like we talk about 12 is one. We want to play like you're playing, like it feels like you're playing against 12 guys instead of 11. So in order to do.
So you could see our coverage at the bottom of the screen. You can see the graphic that our coverage is brought to you by Microsoft Copilot. What are you doing with Microsoft Copilot, Coach?
Well, I think what it allows you to do now is to expedite the comparisons. Like, you used to have to go back and like kind of rack your brain on how guys compare to guys, or shoot, even just getting the numbers in real time. So now all those questions get answered almost immediately, and really like there's no like really end point in what you can figure out. It's really what you can think of as can generate that type of information. It only helps our process. We talk about chasing edges. Maybe it's just one data point that's going to help us. Let's go take advantage of it.
All right. Interesting.
4.93.
Duke player was just not whistled for traveling. That's
wow. He's not letting that go. He's just.
I got another Michigan.
I know.
They just let the guy just run.
You guys are still adjusting to
That
being a basketball
also.
school again. Like,
That
you know,
is
it's just
it, yeah.
taking a minute.
We don't want y'all yapping, but hey, now we just gotta wait for the linebackers, bro. I feel like a lot of linebackers gonna be running quick ass 40 times, bro. I feel like Sonny Styles gonna have a fast 40 time. Anthony Hill, Harold Perkins, if he's you know what I'm saying, obviously participating in the combine. Is Jacob Rodriguez gonna be participating? I don't know. Who else? I highly doubt that Arvell Reese, you know what I'm saying, runs. I ain't gonna lie. But like I do understand why some players are not, you know, participating in the combine. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if they fuck up or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And also you're able to avoid injury or whatever. But like, bro, come on. Like, we need to make it mandatory, gang. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Do the combine, then maybe you can skip your pro day. If you have a good enough, you know what I'm saying, combine. You feel me? But hey man, I wanna know what you guys think down in the comments below. Y'all let me know what other NFL videos I'm to react to. Without further ado, I'm out.